All right. Welcome back. We are finally back home for our first home game of the year. We will be taking on Buffalo today. Last week, the defense showed out, holding Auburn to 0 points through 4 quarters. The offense managed to not do too bad. They just scored when they needed to. But today we're going to be looking to try and capitalize on everything we did last week. Hopefully score a lot more points. And back deep will be Iverson Hooks on the kickoff, as this one is booted away to start today's game. He's going to return it from the goal line, moving to the left, breaks one tackle. He's loose. He's going 50, 40, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he makes it into the end zone. 100-yard kickoff return touchdown to start the day. Using the momentum from last week's big win over their SEC opponent in Auburn to start off the game with Buffalo today. Iverson Hooks had plenty of returns towards the end of the season last year, and he's finally gotten a chance to return one all the way to the house. Now, Buffalo's opportunity to try and do it on their own. They're going left side. He's got some room, and he's taken down just past the 32-yard line, so some decent starting field position. That running back, DeAndre Ryden, is going to be someone that we're going to want to prioritize today. It's Bandy at QB to start off for Buffalo. First play, he's going to go right side. This one would go for a gain of 8 yards. Buffalo Bandy is starting off strong. On 2nd and 2, it is a play action. This one is caught right side. He's going to break one tackle before being taken down by Shelton Peel. The receivers for Buffalo today are Johnson, Early, Widener, Devon, and Viviano. So let's see how that offense will move the ball down the field, bringing it to 2nd and inches, as Reggie Bandy is now at 29 yards. On just those couple of completions, he wants to pull it on the read option, and he will get the first down before being taken down by Jaquan Mason, who's getting some play time. Now, 1st and 10, Bandy's going to be hit as he throws, and this one will be caught for a gain of 5. We're trying to send a little bit of pressure here. We had some success with some pressure against Auburn last week, facing what could be considered a lower tier opponent, as it's not Power 5 school. We might be able to generate a lot more pressure, as Bandy's going to hand this one off to Ryden, and he goes nowhere. And now Jaquan Mason is shaken up, writhing in pain on the ground. 2nd and 10, Bandy. He steps into this throw. It'll be caught for a first down, and he will be dropped at the 11-yard line. Buffalo has made very good work of this defense, and this play scores. We're probably going to end up watching out for him for the remainder of the game. Bandy just moves this ball down the field with such efficiency. Johnson gets into the end zone. He's someone that we should have been worried a little bit more about, and it just having Tony being the big corner that he is, not the fastest, probably isn't the best move to have Tony on Johnson. No, 1st and 10 goes nowhere. We're coming up with a 2nd and 9. Burton's going to hand this one off to James Kuhn, and he goes unblocked for a first down. 11 yards gained on that play. He's going to stay into the field. It's going to be another handoff. He's going right side. He's going to make another first down run. So James Kuhn already at 24 yards on a couple of carries. He continues to stay in this game. We're sending a man in motion. That is Antonio Ferguson. It'll be another handoff for Kuhn, and this time only able to gain 1 yard. Burton, lone man in the backfield, going with the empty look. He's going to step into this one, and he's going to miss his receiver. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 9. Trying to pass on second down doesn't give us the best result, but passing it on third down does. And it's Thompson for the first down up to the 33-yard line. We're moving the ball downfield with the same efficiency that Buffalo was on their first drive. Is this a play action? And we find the shot for Iverson Hooks, who gets us down to the 5-yard line. Buffalo's going to lose one of their interior defensive linemen. Casillas will check into the game now. There's a flag on the play, and Casillas goes up the middle, and he is fighting for it. He's breaking tackles, but he's going to be stopped at the 1. Looks like it's going to be an offsides against Buffalo. I think we might as well decline that. We're going to have the ball second and goal at the 1. Casillas stays in the backfield, and he goes untouched into the end zone. The running game continues to be our bread and butter to try and build up this play action offense that we are now devoted to running. Getting the ball back, Ryden's going to take the carry. There's a flag on the play as Peel would make this stop. It was like Jaquan Mason was able to come back into the game, and he would draw the holding penalty. Now, 1st and 16, Ryden goes up the middle, and he only gains 1 yard, bringing up a 2nd and 15 now. A snap, and it's going to be a sack. Sending Kevis Thomas on the blitz. We get clean through. I think that was a Sim 3 blitz. Now a 3rd and 22 from their own 1-yard line. Defense looking to get a safety. It's a pull on the read option, and he's not going to get the safety. They're going to say he had that ball just outside of the end zone. But Tony would be shaken up on that play, going for the block, and we don't get it. But we are going to have some good field position as this one is caught already on their side of the field. Don't have to do too much with Hooks there. Casillas in I form is going to take this carry. Not able to follow the blockers the way he needs to. That'll bring up 2nd and 10. Nate Rogers checks back into the game. It's a handoff for him. He's cutting it upfield. Runs into the back of Hooks. It's a fumble. It would be picked up by one of the UAB linemen. They're going to try and review it for any extra forward progress. Would be determined that it was not a fumble. He was down by contact at the 30-yard line. So he's going to get another carry, and he will get 8 on this one before being finally brought down. On 2nd and 2, 2 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Burton wanting to roll out. He's going to find Addison, who is taken down at the 3-yard line. We're going to love seeing a lot of this play action throughout the remainder of this season if we can continue to set this up as Rogers goes nowhere. At the 4-yard line now, 2nd and goal. A little bit of some ace double tight end formation. Outside handoff, and Rogers gets down to the 1-yard line. He tried to cut it up but didn't have the power. He stays in on the field. It's a play action. It's caught by the fullback, Russell. Fooling everybody. Multiple receivers wide open on that play. I told you guys, this play action is going to go crazy. We love using play action right now. It took a while to actually figure this out. A lot longer than I'd like to admit. Got to start using that football brain a little bit more. Now, Bandy nearly hit as he throws. The pressure coming in. He'll end up throwing this one away. Finally having an incompletion. It'll be a play action to ride in. Bandy standing tall in the pocket. A fumble on the play. Picked up by the fullback. He's going forward and nearly getting the first down. But there is a flag on the play which will negate all the positivity that came out of that play. So we would accept that. That's going to drop them back a little bit further down to their own 7-yard line. Bandy in shotgun with his feet on the 1. It's a play action. He steps back a little bit. It's going to be a safety. Nnamdi Akboko is going to get the safety. I think Bandy started to step back, and he just fell right into the end zone before Akboko was able to get there. They would have to punt us the ball. We get the ball back now up 23-7, looking to continue to press the envelope. It's a gain of 7 on this play. 3rd and 3. We sending a man in motion. We try to get it out to the running back, and we get nothing. We are going to lose 4. That's going to force us to punt. Buffalo getting this ball back. Second quarter, not really having any action in the beginning as Bandy misses the fullback out of the backfield. That's his second miss of the day. Now on 2nd and 10, Bandy. He's going to find... That might as well be a tight end at this point. I think it might actually be their tight end. It is their tight end. Excuse me, that's not a fullback. It's a tight end. And he's doing everything he can, but he wasn't able to bring that one in. Johnson on this catch is going to bring a 4th and 2. We ultimately do nothing with the ball, so Buffalo's going to get this ball back. We're going to send some pressure. We're going to get the sack again. That's our 3rd sack of the day. This time it's DeAndre Provo who gets in. That's 3 sacks, 3 different players. 3rd and 14 from their own 6. We have been playing very strong with the field position game. Another sack. Sean Seabrooks comes flying off the edge on that play action. He's not fooled. That drops him down to the 2-yard line. We still don't do anything with the ball on offense. I will let you know we were trying to continue to run this rock harder to even force more play action. Another sack. Shelton Peel comes through on the crossing linebacker blitz untouched to force 3rd and 16. Can we get them off the field again? Defense continuing to play well while up 16. Second quarter hasn't seen a lot of action for us besides a bunch of sacks. Bandy's going to take this one and he will slide. That's going to make it 4th and 6. They would punt us the ball here on 2nd and 7. Burton finding Thompson, who's going up the field. He's breaking tackles. He's brought down at the 31-yard line. Burton finally crossing 100 yards on that play. 1 touchdown, no interceptions. Playing pretty safe and conservative football with the calls that we've had so far in this game. It'll be a handoff to Marquise Collins, who gets the edge. He tries to turn this one up, and he'll be brought down at the 16-yard line. UAB looking to continue to push this ball downfield, and going short to Addison leads us to a loss of 1. 2nd and 11, Burton. Pressure coming. He's hit as he throws, and it falls harmlessly. Incomplete. Now 3rd and 11, trying to just keep us in field goal range. Elder would catch this, but it would be a flag on, I believe, our right tackle. So we're forced out to kick a field goal here, making this score 7-26. We are up. So after the field goal to get us a nice little 19-point lead instead of a 16-point lead with 1:04 left, Bandy would get this to Johnson, and he has been most of their offense at 35 yards on the day. And he is somebody that we are just looking to try and hold off as long as possible, as Bandy will get sacked. The freshman, Calvin Garrison, gets the sack. I haven't been able to call his name too much. Now on 3rd and 18, 10 seconds left in the first half. Bandy, a little bit of pressure coming. He wants to scramble. He's rolling out. He will simply go down, and that will be the end of the first half. Nearly 100 yards rushing and passing. We've only had the 1 holding penalty. UAB playing excellent football today. Need to continue this throughout the second half. We cannot just be a first half team. We need to start scoring 3rd and 4th quarter points. We can't just think we're going to cruise our way to victory if we start off strong. You never know what happens in some of these games, and you've seen how we haven't been able to do it before. Hopefully that does not come back to haunt us as Bandy goes short to his tight end for only a gain of 2. That's Viviano. Now 2nd and 8, 2 tight end formation. Bandy's going to take this one. He gets a first down, reading the blocks well and forcing his way forward. Now on 1st and 10, Bandy looking to throw, incomplete. Missed his man looking for Johnson, falls in between 3 defenders, no one able to get a hand on there. A read option, Bandy pulls it, and he's going to get the first down run on a 2nd and 10 read option. after Bandy decided to call his own number, we send pressure. We're going to get him again. Shelton Peel, the freshman linebacker with all that speed. It just feels nice to have a lot more speed. And I do hope that we continue to see Lester Hobbs on the field. He's probably the person that I want to see the most. And Peel makes this tackle. I think we're going to see Hobbs a little bit later in this game, as Shelton Peel is playing extremely well at the middle linebacker position as Rodenjor gets the sack. We will force a fourth down. We don't do anything with the ball, but a lot of clock did come off between Buffalo's last drive and this drive, as we're almost halfway through this third quarter. As Bandy, he's just gonna go down. They're gonna credit Ogboko with this sack. That is the 9th sack for the team, and Bandy is feeling it. They have been tearing him out the frame this game. Now on 3rd and 16, Bandy standing tall in the pocket, not getting phased by any of the pressure, is going to find his man for a first down before being taken down at the 44. They're going to go hurry up, push this ball downfield. 20 seconds until we hit halfway through this third quarter. Buffalo looking like they have some more life now. It'll be a handoff to Ryden. He's going to break one tackle, gaining 6 yards up to the 50-yard line. On 2nd and 4, it'll be another handoff to Ryden. He's got great blocking. He's stiff-arming, and he's down up to the 29-yard line. They're going to push hurry up one more time. Ryden tired. It's going to be an RPO wide open. And Gabriel Arena, one of their offensive linemen, is going to go down, clutching at his wrist, as Ryden's going to be taken down by Peel, who's been able to get a lot of solid tackles this game. Been able to bring the running back or whoever down whenever he gets hands on him, as Ryden bounces off of a couple defenders to make it 1st and goal from the 5. Another handoff to Ryden, and he is taken down. Peel once again meets him in the hole. Doing a little D-line shift there. Another handoff to Ryden. He's taken down. Ogboko in the middle says no. Now on 3rd and goal, trying to hold them out. It's going to be a little tunnel screen that goes nowhere. So they're going to have to go for a field goal, which they would make, bringing this score 26-10. We are still up pretty strongly. Going over to the right side on the wheel route, it's going to be Casillas on the catch. A little back shoulder fade there. Only excitement on that drive is we still don't do anything. You can see that we were trying, but just nothing really happens. A broken tackle here for Buffalo gets them another first down. Bandy needs to start doing something, but the amount of hits he's taken, I believe he's been sacked 9 times on the day. Only 19 rushing yards. Buffalo, wow, it does say 19. With all those sacks do count as negative rushing yards for whatever reason. And here's sack number 10, as Rodenjor gets his 2nd on the day. 2nd and 18 now. They're playing from behind the sticks. Bandy would find a man, and it was going to result in a first down. Making a little something happen there with Dwayne Early. Now 1st and 10, Bandy going right side. He's going to hit his tight end Viviano again. It's going to be a 2nd and 1, so 9 gained on that play. Defensive line looking a little hot here. Bandy, pressure coming right in his face. He's chucking this one deep, and it's broken up. Thought he might have had something there. 3rd and 1 coming out in some I formation. They're just going to sneak it. That was a goal line. So they would get the first down. So 1st and 10. This one goes to Viviano. It's going to be incomplete. After the incompletion, 2nd and 10. Clock stops with 9:50. Ryden reading the blocks well, doing a lot of unnecessary shifting. He wants to shake someone out of their socks today. 1st and 10, though. Bandy, standing strong in this pocket, finds a man downfield. He outran DeAndre Provo. A little bit of man coverage there. Provo just not able to keep up with him, only having that 86 speed. And that's Justin Devon. Now they're going to go for 2. They're going to try and make this an 8-point game. Bandy standing in the pocket. He's going to run for it. He gets into the end zone. The 2-point conversion is good. They would not elect for an onside just yet. So now we're trying to actually maybe really do need to move this ball down the field a little bit. Great blocking on the screen, and Casillas able to get us a first down on that screen play. Keeping Casillas in the backfield. It's going to be a toss to the right. Get some great blocking, and he's taken down for 9 as he steps out of bounds. 2nd and 1. It's going to be another handoff for Casillas. He's not going to get the first. 3 people meet him there in the hole. They're actually going to say he loses 2 yards. He continues to stay here, and he doesn't get it. Stonewall, no gain. Buffalo forces a punt, and all the momentum is in their favor now as Bandy, he wants to run. No, he's going to pass this one. It's a broken tackle and taken down. Finally, the saving tackle there. They're going to go hurry up once again. 1st and 10. 5 minutes and some change left. Ryden taking this carry. He gets to the edge. Peel's going to bring him down. I believe that was Nasir or Evans not able to really bring him down there. Now 1st and 10, another handoff to Ryden. He's got some great blocking. They're starting to punish us with their run game. I think we're still playing a little bit too passive, waiting for the pass as, you know, when you're down, you think you'd be passing a lot more. We do send some pressure. We're not able to get there. He shuffles forward on this one. If he would have got that to Johnson, I believe Johnson's going to get to the end zone. All he needs is 1 block. So now 3rd and 4, we send all the pressure. We would get there. He gets the ball out. So no sack, but we forced an incompletion. Now 4th and 4 with 4 minutes and 30 seconds left in the game. Bandy, he wants it all, and it's batted away. Provo doesn't let the receiver outrun him this time. Stays deep, plays excellent coverage, breaks up that pass. It'll be a play action. Burton holding onto this ball a little bit. He throws it down the field. We're not able to get that one to McCoy. So now 2nd and 10. Be a handoff to Casillas. He gets tracked down very quickly there. 3rd and 10, trying to avoid a 3 and out. We find our man, McCoy. That's a first down on the dig route. We've gotten him a couple times now on that play. Now Casillas reads the blocks pretty well. Is able to squeeze his way through the hole for a gain of 5. Really draining this clock now. At least 3 points would help us here. Elder on the jet pass, and he jukes out several defenders, getting us the first down and forcing Buffalo to have to call their first timeout on the day. And now James Coon checks into the game. He goes nowhere. He wanted to bounce this one outside. He needs to stay, keep his head down, and run straight up the middle. This time he does just that and gets tackled kind of awkwardly there. It's Perry Thompson clutching at the ribs of the midsection. James Coon continues to stay in the game. It's 3rd and 12. Staying in a little bit of a heavy formation. We're going to run this one. Coon able to truck through one man, gaining 8. It's bruised ribs for Perry Thompson. We're going for it on 4th down. And looks like there's a flag. We get them to jump. Just past the 2-minute warning, the hard count would work. And that would allow UAB to get a first down. Now we're going to continue to try and run this clock as James Coon goes to the outside. He's trying to cut this one up. He's down to the 1-yard line. Now we're getting that 2-minute timeout at 1:55. And Coon able to just fight his way forward. It looks like they're going to try and let him finish off this drive, adding a couple of more points on the board. And Coon straight up the middle. He's denied. Stopped at the 1. Buffalo continuing to call timeouts. And that's their final timeout. Another handoff. No, it's a play action. And once again, going short. That's the second passing touchdown for Ryder Burton on another play action from a heavy formation. Buffalo selling out to stop the run, and UAB using all of their aggression against them for a play action. Now with the game seemingly out of reach, Buffalo having no timeouts, down multiple scores, they're going to throw an interception. It's picked off by Vessel, and that is how this game is going to end. And Bandy is feeling it. He has been beaten up throughout this entire game, and UAB in their home opener is going to walk away with a W. Only not scoring in that third quarter once again, but finally putting up a necessary touchdown to put the game out of reach. Physically dominating, maybe not on a scoreboard, but physically dominating this University of Buffalo team with the run game, the play action, and just the sacking of their QB on several occasions. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see y'all next one as we take on Temple.